Okay, so the week is over, so I'm starting this whole process over again. This will be my third flat iron, and what I'm doing this time that I didn't do the last two times, probably just out of habit, is adding another step that I didn't do before. Before I would wash my hair, in the twist, let it dry in the twist, and then flat iron it either that night or the next day, depending on when I washed my hair. Not really worrying about applying any additional moisturizers, just water and the heat protectant. But now I've got to, kind of remember that when you apply heat, I think probably because of the way I'm doing it, that I'm not going back to co-washing daily in between, that I'm kind of keeping it in that state, washing it and throwing it right back into that state. So that's kind of what I'm experimenting with now. And applying a little of my Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In conditioning cream. Now, the good thing, which I don't think I ever really noticed about this stuff, is that it says it protects from heat damage. So, it's a good kind of base to use with flat ironing. A little Cantu at a time. Not going to overdo it. Just going to keep adding a little bit at a time as I need it. I don't really do extra oils. That tends to make my hair dirty faster. And my hair doesn't tend to soak it up, so it's not a good thing for me. But this stuff is pretty light and my hair likes it. It kind of goes away, and I feel like my hair actually drinks this stuff. And the most important thing is how I manipulate, in between my detangling sessions. And this motion of just smoothing and this is what I also do when I'm in the shower. Because I can't rake my fingers through. If you have hair like this, just this motion, and really when you want to really get in there with product and doing kind of a palm smoothing, I find works very well, and it doesn't get your hair all mangled up. Okay, time to flat iron. Let's see, I guess I'll start in the back. Okay, so yeah, this is a section I use. Pretty big, right? Just goes to show you don't have to do those itty bitty sections. As long as you can, comb through the section, you can use it. Okay, so my heat protectant is Pantene curly hair, for curly hair. I don't know, I started to get the one for thick hair, but I don't know. Who knows if it really makes any difference, right? If you hold down the negative button, it'll lock the temperature for you, because these buttons are kind of in your way as you're using it, and it's inevitable you're gonna press it. So either mistakenly turn it off or turn it up, down, whatever. So I actually found that feature by mistake. So I'm gonna give it a good liberal spray, concentrating on my ends. Just enough to, get a good coat. Probably need to do both sides. And again, just smoothing out. And when you're putting this stuff on, it's a liquid, so you don't want your hair to be sopping wet. You want to just kind of rub it through until it kind of evaporates on you. You definitely don't want to put heat on your hair when your hair is wet, because it will boil your hair, literally. You know, whatever's on your hair will heat up. That's why I don't use oils on my hair or butters. You know, it's like you're cooking your hair, which is probably why when you go to a you know, quote unquote professional to get your get it done, you know, that's, especially if you go in with natural hair, they, you know, the assumption is, oh my God, you need like lard and you know, every oil known to man on it, and with the fire heat in order to get it straight. And it's just not true. So the first thing I do once I get the comb through, I just hold it. I don't try to do the brush right away. So I try to get a good pass on it and get it stretched out some. Now I'm hearing a little bit of sizzle, so I'm gonna stop. And I put a little too much heat protectant on it. Do some quick passes. And then on the end. Then I just hold it. And again. This time a little slower. And now I take my brush and I start at the end. And go really slow. And then make sure that it didn't get tangled again. And this time, then I go up towards the root and brush down as far as I can. And hold that. And just take your time. And eventually you'll get all the way down. Okay. Now I should be able to brush all the way down, and I can. One thing I really hate about flat iron is when your hair gets caught in the crevices of the flat iron. Like, you would think they would be able to design the thing so it wouldn't do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go this way, and then that should be it. Because the section's so big, I just do top and bottom. And snagged another hair. See? Hate that. Ugh. Oh well, it was just one, right? And there you go. Now see how big that section is. And now, as far as I'm concerned, it's flat and it's done. Okay, needless to say, this took a while. A lot longer than I expected. In a way, I almost feel like it was more work than the last time I did this for some reason. I don't know. Well, now, a couple of sections were just a little too big and I was too lazy to separate them, so that caused me some time. Now, I didn't lose a lot of hair. You know, I did take my time. There were times that, you know, I felt myself, you know, wanting to hurry up. And just, yeah, every time I do that, I just tell myself, slow down. Just, you know, and it's surprising when you go from this to this. It doesn't take that much more time because you don't get the resistance the same way when you're going super fast. I know it doesn't make any sense by me saying it, but if you try it, you'll understand. As I was putting my hair up, I remember that I had just watched a video by Long Hair Don't Care, and what did she call it? Oh, Jumbo Flat Twist. And I thought I'd give it a shot. I was never very good at flat twisting, but she gave a very good tutorial on how she does it. So since I was freshly flat iron, I thought I'd give it a shot. I don't even remember what this side's supposed to look like, but so I just twisted it down and then just kind of rolled it up and pinned it into place. I think it's cute. I think it's a good alternative than what I was gonna do. But I guess it's good enough to go to bed with and not have my hair be crazy when I wake up tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, Long Hair Don't Care.